Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right on down to business here, my friends, with a couple of oracle cards. We're going to shuffle it up one time, see what's going on. We're going to test out the energy for the beautiful Libra collective. My God, Spirit team, talk to me. And yeah, we're just going to look at these first couple of cards real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus spread with the Shadowland Tarot to see what type of shadow work you might want to lean into in this time. So there's much for you to think about and consider. As always, only take what hits for you. But let's get into this reading here. What do we got for the beautiful Libras out there, my guys? Talk to me. What do we got for my friends? The last couple of weeks have been pretty kind over here with the Libra readings, and I'll talk about that a little more in a moment. Okay, so I believe I saw this in one of the fire sign readings, that strong feminine figure. You really might have your eyes to the future, Libra. Let's get one more. Yeah, both of these cards are absolutely future-based, looking towards that horizon. Now, before I break each one down individually, Libra, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle is @KyleofCups. Please feel free to tweet me some nice things. But let's get into this reading here. Both of the cards are similar in a way. This one feels like fire energy to me. You see that woman, she's pointing in a certain direction. So yes, it can speak about distance or looking towards the future, making a plan. But this is someone whose motors are revved up. This is somebody that really wants to accomplish something, really wants to get something done. But eyes are to the horizon with this card. It's a lot of motivation here, and I like this card. So in the coming days and weeks, hey, that might be where you're at. You might be extra motivated to get things done. The second card, you see this lovely lady on the beach, in that beautiful gown looking out on the horizon once again with that rainbow. So a lot of you might be looking towards the future with a sense of optimism, and I would say that's a good thing. Now, even if you're going through a very tough time, this could be Spirit asking you to do that, asking you to look towards the future with positivity, because that could help your overall mind state. So both these cards are future-based. We're going to see what tarot has to say, though. We'll see how that links in, because as I always say, this doesn't make or break the reading, but it's interesting that we have two cards that kind of represent similar things. So let's get into this. We're going to get you three in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. Let's shuffle it up one time here for the beautiful Libras, please, my guides. Talk to me. Mid-December, what do we have for Libra? Now, as I was referencing a little earlier, last week's reading was titled A Long-Awaited Win. The week before that, the reading was titled A Beautiful Message. So there's been positive energies flowing around the Libra collective. Even if you've been going through a tough time, good possibilities could be at hand for you, especially with the cycles that we're moving into. But let's get these cards out here. Let's see what we have for you, my friends. Because, you know, energies are always changing and shifting. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups, and in this deck, he definitely has a beard. Let's get two more. Love that card. It's beautiful in this deck. He doesn't pop out too often. Wow, we have the Empress. Love it. So it seems like the positivity could be sticking around here, Libra. Very nice. Let's get one more. What do we got here for Libra, please? Thank you. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Beautiful. And you're going to have a bonus as well that's slipped out with the Wheel of Fortune. It's the Seven of Swords, but it's a bonus card, so that's not like a major factor in the reading, but we'll speak about it. Let's go through these one by one, then we'll get the juicier intuitive stuff. Libra, I'm liking this energy right off the top. Two very powerful major arcana, but in position number one, we have the King of Cups. Okay? This could be a water sign in your life. This could speak about your emotional state. If it's not a water sign in your life, it can be love situations. I know not everybody watches these readings for love, but you think about emotional balance, controlling one's emotions, because kings represent control of their respective suits. So the King of Cups is somebody who's controlling how they feel, controlling their emotions. So that could be something you're needing to do in this time. If not, it could just speak about love, romance, anything of the emotional plane. So we'll speak about this when we clarify it. We need to pull more detail for sure. Now, as we move over, we have the beautiful goddess herself. We have the Empress right in the center. Such a sign of fertility. It's a sign of mother figures. It's a sign of abundance. This could be a powerful omen from the universe. If this doesn't represent a Taurus in your life, whenever we have the Empress, we think of blessings from the universe, especially when we have it paired up with the Wheel of Fortune right on the back. So I want to clarify this and see what this is about. You might need a little bit of time in nature when the Empress shows up as well. That could be a good connection that you need. But the back end, we have the Wheel. Now, this could be a complex card. On its face, it's a card that is karmic. It is a card of omens. It could be the karmic wheel of life. But when we see this, we think like a 4-leaf clover. This is a good luck charm. So I love seeing this in the main portion of the spread, but it can also be a powerful sign of change, of cycles, of shifts, and especially the karmic wheel of life. So we're going to have to dig more detail out of it, but it's looking extremely positive. Now, on the very extreme back end here, we have the sneaky, sneaky, sneaky 7 of Swords. Okay, this could be something that's going on that you don't quite know about yet. This could be something that's going on in the shadows. It's not the best type of energy. It's a hidden energy. Okay, so I want to see how the rest of this plays out. It could just be somebody in your circle that you don't quite know what their motives are. But like I said, it's a bonus. It doesn't break the reading. And when we weigh the positive and negative energy in this spread, it's overwhelmingly positive thus far. So we're going to want to dig deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. We're going to shuffle it up one more time for the beautiful Libras. Really liking this. And Libra, I'll say this, even though you've had positive readings the past couple of weeks, this one might be the most positive by far in a long time. But yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, my friends, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on our good friend here, the King of Cups himself. And as always, if you read cards yourself, that's why this box is here, my friends. Please feel free to play along. If you're feeling any messages you want to share with your collective, you just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. So why is this King of Cups here for the Libras, please? Why is this King of Cups here? Thank you. Okay, yeah, we have the Moon in reverse here. Interesting type of vibe. Now, usually when the Moon shows up, we think of secrecy, hidden things. So similar to that 7 of Swords on the back end, the Moon could represent a Pisces as well. So we have a third very strong major arcana. But this could be some sort of emotional revelation where somebody makes their emotions about something crystal clear and known to you. This could be something you need to do as well if there's something you've been holding in, something you haven't been communicating, something you haven't been saying. You might want to turn that Moon in reverse and let it spill. So I feel like this could be an emotional revelation of some kind, for sure. Or just something becoming known to you. That's what I always think when I see the Moon in reverse, like something becoming known, literally. Now, I don't feel like I need to complicate this message, but I believe whatever this represents, if it is some sort of mystery, if it is something unexpected, you're going to handle it well. And for sure, it could be an unexpected victory or win of some kind. I want to get over to this Wheel and this Empress, but something could swing in a very positive way for you. That's just what I'm feeling intuitively. So let's see what's up with this Empress. I don't want to overcomplicate the message. Of course, that can mean other things. If you have a Pisces in your life, that could absolutely be them front and center with the King of Cups and the Moon in reverse. Hopefully, you're not having any rough dealings with them. Okay, so we're having our first semi-negative card here. We have the Devil in the upright under this Empress, okay? Now, the Devil could be a Capricorn. We have a lot of earthiness right here in the middle. I would watch out for any sort of materialistic excess in this time. I feel like that's a little bit of a warning. And it could be a warning as well that the way something appears is not how it truly is. But I feel like the main thing here is a warning about material excess of any kind, whether that's consumption, whether it's spending too much money, whatever it might be. I feel like that's the main warning here. For some of you, it could just be an earth sign you're having big issues with, for sure. But the Devil under this Empress, yeah, that's just the main vibe it's making me feel. A warning about material excess. Maybe focus a little more on the spiritual in the coming days and weeks. Don't focus on acquisition. I mean, I know Libra is ruled by Venus, so is the Empress, but try to focus more on spiritual pursuits in this time, because the Devil under the Empress could be a warning. Like something that may have appeared to be a blessing at first might actually be this. And we do have like cards of mystery here as well with the 7 of Swords on the back. Let's get into the Wheel, because then I'll get a more full picture of what this spread could be about. Then we'll really start tying everything together. So let's get in on this wheel. Let's get in on this wheel. I mean, that could be a bounce of optimism, pessimism. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse under this Wheel of Fortune, and I feel that's good. That is something opening up for you in a positive way. Now, the Queen of Cups, if that's not, yet again, another water sign that you're dealing with, when I see her, sure, she could speak about somebody who's emotionally unstable. She could, like when in reverse, of course. In the upright, she's very well grounded. She's not communicating something. She's always holding that cup close. So the intuitive vibe it's given to me is something could open up to you. We did have that emotional revelation in the beginning, somebody making their feelings known. So it could be a two-way street here that you might have an emotional back and forth, an emotional conversation with somebody. But the main vibe here is that something could be opening up for you, okay? Now, you're going to want to watch out if there's any big changes and shifts, if there's karmic changes, karmic shifts, things that are big in your life going on, that you don't go off the rails emotionally. So there's another little warning in this spread as well. But it's interesting in this Libra reading that we have a perfect balance of positive and rough aspects as well, like the good with the bad, positive, negative, the yin, the yang. And it's been showing up in most of the, like all of the aspects here. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick recap. I know I was saying a whole mouthful there, but something could be changing in a positive way. That's the main vibe I'm feeling. But there's a lot of things going on here, Libra. So if you kindly look down in the box, in position number 1, we have the King of Cups with the moon in reverse. Hopefully you're not having issues with a Pisces or a water sign. But to me, that was someone making their emotions known, making their emotions heard. That could be something you need to do. And we kind of see that in 2 spots. You might need to have an emotional conversation with somebody where you just say how you feel. If it's not that, it could be some sort of unexpected win of some kind, especially with all the good omens we have here with the Wheel, the Empress. Like something could swing in a positive way unexpectedly. In the center, we have the Empress with the Devil in the upright. That, to me, was first and foremost an initial warning about material excess of any kind, whether it's consumption, whether it's spending too much. Could be warnings against earth signs in your life as well, or something that may look really good on the outside, but on the inside it's something you didn't expect, like the Empress and the Devil, like something that's wrapped well, but on the inside it might be a little rough. But on the back end here, we have the Wheel with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Once again, the emotional spilling. If you're going through a big time of change, a big time of transition in life, you're going to want to try to get your emotions under control and not be emotionally volatile. But to me, this is something changing for the better. This is something shifting and changing in a good way. That's what I feel here. And once again, those emotional talks, releasing your emotions, that's another vibe we have here. So let's get into the shadow work. Of course, these can mean other things. So like I said, please feel free to look into these further. Take a screenshot if you'd like. But this was a very interesting one, my friends. Let's get these shadow lands going, though. What do we have for Libra, please? My gods, talk to me. And as I've been telling every sign, when we use the Shadowland Tarot, it is illustrated in a darker way. So it forces us to look at the darker aspects of the cards. And that's what we want to do when we do shadow work. We want to stare it right in the face. So let's get these 3 cards out here for you. What do we got for Libra? Thank you. Yeah, 5 of Cups. So yeah, that underlying theme that we're having throughout the spread itself is showing up once again. Let's get 2 more out here, then we'll really start piecing it together. Thank you. Yeah, 6 of Cups. The past might be bubbling under the surface. Memories. Something you might have history with. Okay, 5 of Swords. So you have repeating 5s here. Okay, you're going to absolutely want to look into the numerology of repeating 5s, especially when we see it in the shadows. But let's talk about these. And as I said, we're going to look at the darker aspects of the cards, and that's okay. Now, when we have the 5 of Cups, that's a rougher card to begin with. It's the River of Tears. So when we think of the tough aspects of this, we see somebody that is not focusing on the cups that they have right now. They're focusing on the ones that they've lost, especially when we tie it in with the 6 of Cups here. Could be feelings of clinging on to missed opportunities. This could be struggling with feelings of depression and sadness on a regular basis. And with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups and all that emotional talk that we're having in the main spread, it makes sense that the Five of Cups would pop out, that you might need to get a handle on your emotional state here. But moving over to the Six of Cups, this is a card of memories. You might in this time be reflecting on the past more than normal, okay? Clinging on to those memories, whether they're from childhood, whether they're from a couple of years ago. This is a big card of memories, okay? And showing up in the shadows, those might bubble up in this time. Hurtful, painful memories. Or somebody you have history with might try to show face, especially someone you may not have the best type of history with. Now, on the very, very back end, we got the Five of Swords. This is my card of somebody with narcissistic tendencies. So if you've ever had dealings with a narcissist, they're showing up in the shadows. Maybe you've suffered at the hands of this individual. I'm not going to give advice on how one would heal from that, but that could absolutely still be settling in the shadows of your subconscious. Could also be feelings of competitiveness. That might be something you're dealing with as well when we see the darker side of this. But it's cold. And when we tie it in with all these cups, I don't necessarily feel like this is you. This could be a battle of the mind. So we have a lot of the heart and mind going on here in the shadows. But hopefully that's not a narcissistic person trying to reemerge. I don't really like that vibe. But yeah, that's what I have for you this week, Libra. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. For the December subscriber surprise, I'm picking 3 lucky winners for a little winner's choice. If you are chosen at random, you could either have the Tarot of Dreams set or have a free personal reading with me. So if you'd like to enter your name in for that, 2 simple things as always. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are because you love having your cards read by a man elf. Second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card you really love to see in any reading, which one makes you happy. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll post the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.